Here we are, back again with another Disney review. And here, this time around this year, we have Zootopia 2. And I am so happy to say that we finally have a good Disney film. It has been years since we've had a good one, I'm not gonna lie. This feels like a true sequel in many ways, because I think I'm safe to say that for the past few years, Disney has kind of fallen off in a sort of way. After Encanto, it really just has been downhill from there, because Strange World was really just mid at best, Wish was just Disney on autopilot, and Moana 2 was just a TV show just stacked together. And I'm pretty sure we all know that Disney just in general just isn't really good whenever it comes to sequels, because stuff like Frozen 2, which is like okay, and then stuff like Wreck-It Ralph breaks the internet just isn't good.
It's actually pronounced Wi-Fi, Ralph.
Yeah, that's what I said.
And Wi-Fi...
They're honestly just not like DreamWorks, where they could actually have a sequel that can surpass its successor. But honest to God, in my genuine opinion, I seriously feel like Zootopia 2 does that, and honestly, I feel like it is slightly better than the first film. I think they're basically on par, because I think Zootopia 1 is a very fine film. I think it's one of Disney's best, in my opinion, which makes this one of its best as well. Because what I think this really does best is because I consider this to be a proper sequel, because it does what any sequel should do, and that is expanding upon the first one. It builds upon everything with both the characters, the emotion, the storytelling. Everything here just feels like what a proper sequel should be, pretty much. The message this time around is about the message about snakes and reptiles. As the first one dealt with predators, this time around we have snakes. And I do like this message this time around, because I think the first one handled its like ability to talk about like racism and oppression to kids. I feel like this one does it again, but not in the same topic, because in this one, snakes and reptiles are basically taken away from like the public eye due to like the rich and the elite. And I like the message, the fact that it talks about like how people that are rich and have the ability are able to silence those without power. And I think it's a pretty good way to, convey this, because it's not like hand-fisted, and it's not like, like super preachy. I think it's handled in a very good way that is like both for kids to understand and on a deeper level for like adults and people that are like wanting more from like a Disney movie. Because I know sometimes, you don't get that much, but here I feel like with Zootopia, both 1 and 2, they do this in a very good way, in my opinion. I do wish for the reptiles and snakes, I do like all their designs. I think they're all really cool. The main one, Gary, I honestly wanted more of, in my opinion. He's played by Data/Short Round, and he's a very fun character. It's just, I feel like the marketing pushed him a lot, and I just feel like he's not in the film as much as I want him to be, because I feel like he should be in more of it, but he's kind of not. But, I mean, like, it's okay. And just in general, I think all the characters are very done well here. Like, all the new and returning ones have so much character to them. It's just fun seeing them around. The animation is really good. I think it's like top notch as always when it comes to Disney. And I think just overall, the core of this movie with Judy and Nick Wilde is honestly what is the heart of this movie. I love their dynamic in the first one. I love like their banter, back and forth. And this one I think expands upon it, which I mean for how this is a proper sequel, because it takes their, foundation from the first one and makes it, like more like emotional. And that's why I think, this one is better in my opinion. Expands these characters. It brings out more of like who they are as people, about like what their wants, their desires. And whenever they have like, like the second act, like breakup, it actually feels natural and not like hand-fisted. It's not like in Cars 2 where it goes like, I don't want your help. I don't need your help. It actually feels real in my opinion and doesn't feel forced. And like I said, like their relationship in this movie is really just like the structure that holds this film up and really makes it like such a great reason to watch. Like if you love the first Zootopia, I think you'll love this one, maybe even a little bit more. Because like I said, I don't know if I feel like this one is on the same level as the first one or not, but that still is a very high bar in my opinion. So just like the first film in my opinion, I give this an 8 out of 10. This is a solid follow-up to Zootopia, and I honestly wouldn't mind them having a sequel if they still have like the same writing and character work that they did for the first one and this one, I honestly would be here for round 3, because so far this has been a great time. But yeah, that's really about it for me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me how you feel about the movie. I'm also on Instagram and Twitter. I also do TikToks, and yeah, follow me on Letterboxd too. That's where I have the review for the film. And yeah, that's about it. Take care.
Do you know how many mayors they've already destroyed?
1, 2. I got up to 2.
Well, you got me. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.